What's up, everybody? The moment you've been waiting for, get a little camera action for what's going on at the Tampa Bay Jeep Takeover at the Motor Enclave, brought to you by Jerry Alm here in Tampa. So I am about to pull in. I got a few of my other Jeep friends are going to meet me there, but I thought this would be a cool opportunity to show you exactly what goes on out here at the Motor Enclave, a little behind the scenes, if you will. It's got 300 garage condos where people can actually purchase these and park their rides in them, customize these garages. Then it has a 1.5 mile racetrack for those cars. But in addition, where our world comes into play is they have a 100-acre off-road track out back, along with a 37,000 square foot event space. So we're gonna be utilizing this entire complex for the Tampa Bay Jeep Takeover for 1,000 Jeeps, 2,000 to 3,000, maybe more people, vendors, raffles, little kids off-road tracks. It's gonna be a fun-filled day. Tunnels to Towers is gonna be here, so we are incredibly excited about all of the things that we got going on, but the complex in itself is just something to see. So everybody's in. First stop we're making, gigantic mural that they have facing the interstate that everybody gets to ride by. Some of our Jeepers are getting their first pictures in front of this today. So what we're gonna do next is actually walk inside the 37,000 square foot event space so we can show you what that looks like. So this is inside the 37,000 square foot event space. It's just an amazing, all the details here are nothing left unturned. It's just awesome. Until you see it, it's really hard to put into words. But 2 stories, so all be utilized for all of our vendors. Got a cool Porsche up front. There's a Ferrari and a McLaren, or a Maserati upstairs. So just some really cool aspects, and it's right next to the track. All right, let's get outside to the fun stuff. So let's take you through what the track's gonna look like, at least a brief preview. So 2 Jeeps, my Jeep on the 4.5-inch lift and the 38s, Motor Enclave Jeep, which is Rubicon XR 4XE, 1.5-inch lift on 35s. The track's gonna be really for all levels of experience and all levels of Jeeps, whether it's completely modded out or it's a stock Jeep. We wanna make sure it's friendly for everybody to go out and enjoy a little bit of dirt time that day. So what you're gonna see in this video is essentially the first half of the track, which is gonna be very friendly for inexperienced or stock Jeeps. And you also are gonna get this, whether if you're doing the whole track, you're gonna be able to go on this part first. So what we're doing here is we're driving through some of the track. You'll see it had rained a lot here in Florida when we made this video, so we've got quite a bit of water buildup all over the place, which makes it fun and exciting. None of it's really soft. As you can see, we kind of drive through everything really, really slow, but it's nice to get out there and do a little wheeling in the dirt.
So next what you're going to see is when we start taking a trip through the jungle trail. So the jungle trail is a really cool aspect of the track. It actually makes you feel like you're in the jungle, not in Tampa, Florida, which is awesome. We don't get that often. So we're going to take a little drive through it, and you'll see both Jeeps kind of going through everything pretty easily on this one. Now, we are going to be working on a few areas to add additional obstacles on this first part that you'll be able to bypass. But if you're wanting a little bit of a challenge on through some of these trails, you'll have that option as well. So I think the coolest part about the Motor Enclave complex is being able to get the upfront event center, have fun and hang out, and then go right out back and hit the trails like you had went into another world. That's what excited me when we first went out there and toured this property, and the relationship that we've built is just dream coming to life and having the best of both worlds that are literally right here in our backyard. Now, you're not going to see it in this video because this is, again, the first half of the trail, but there's a whole other part. We're going to do some video on that in the coming weeks. It's got the real obstacles out there. So a lot of rocks, a lot of off camber, a lot of obstacles. It's going to be really fun and challenging for those that want to put your skills to the test. See here, there's just a ton of water. It had been raining almost every afternoon here in the Tampa area. So we had to make sure that we weren't slipping and sliding all over. But you can see through this, there's quite a bit of ruts, which we're going to do some work on. We want to make sure that nobody is getting really stuck in this area. Our number one focus is to make sure you as the guest has a great experience. So we want to make sure that traffic flow through the trails is good, so you're not waiting in line like some of the other events that we've been to. Now this is a really fun obstacle. I wouldn't call it an obstacle, we'll call it a water crossing. So it's a little deeper than usual, so you can see it's almost 3/4 of the way on a 38-inch tire, but it's a hard bottom water crossing. So really no risk of getting stuck, but it puts you through the water, cleans anything out underneath that you may have got from the previous part of the trail. Really cool. This shot is from the JL on 35s. So you can see it comes up right to the bumper. And again, a lot of water here right now when we took this shot. So we'll see how this looks when it comes event time, but it's definitely something really fun to cruise through. All in all, we're very excited to put all of this together for all of our Jeepo here in and around the Tampa Bay area. We look forward to seeing you out there, and come back to the channel, like and subscribe so you can see when we put up the other obstacle course videos. I want to thank the Motor Enclave, Jerry Olm. This is going to be a great event. Look forward to seeing you out there.